So ultimately what our ambition is to be able to help schools to see their people in the prospect pool. There are 5 million kids every year between U.S. and international students, U.S. seniors and international students of the same age, that are looking at enrolling in college for the first time, not to mention the millions of adults who may also look at enrolling or re-enrolling in college. So schools have this sort of crazy system where they buy 100,000 names and then they spam the hell out of them until they get enough applications to create enough acceptances, to create enough, basically butts and seats is the metric that most admissions officers will talk about. And that makes no sense to me. So what we're trying to do is to gather data systematically with these school partners that said, your students who came to you through Troove and applied, admitted, enrolled at rate X versus the rest of your pool. And then you retain them, those freshmen became sophomores, the sophomores eventually graduate. And ultimately, this is about those graduates staying engaged with your school. Most schools have about a 1 in 10 engagement rate with their graduate community. And that's just not great, right?
What does that mean, 1 in 10 engagement rate? It's often they're
90% of us who graduate from a school leave and never have anything to do with our schools again.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So 1 in 10 gives money, gives time, is a member of the Facebook group. They send in an update to the school the alumni magazine. The kind of engagement stuff that schools love to see, because the business model of these schools is, I'm going to sell you a 4-year degree. It might take you 6 years, but I'm going to sell you 1 degree, and then I'm going to chase you for the rest of your life and see if you'll give me money for nothing. Mm-hmm. And kind of our core hypothesis and the value proposition to the schools is, look, if we can help you find the people for whom your culture really resonates, you're creating a bond that allows you to deliver a lifetime of learning to those people, and for them to deliver that lifetime of loyalty to you as the go-to place for their educational needs as we grow through life and look for graduate degrees and certification programs and retraining for job changes and travel. All these things we can do now through education and the delivery of technology. We've got to find our people in the educational soup out there so that we can have these lifetime journeys together. So we are in the early stages of creating the data set that proves that we're helping you to find your people, and those people are going to stick with you, and you can deliver more education for higher value over the course of time. So we're in this for the long run, and I don't want to claim things that we haven't yet proven, but that core hypothesis that there is a kind of a unique educational culture that suits each one of us, and there's a unique social culture, and that we can see that through the eyes of the people that have experienced it, and then give ourselves the best opportunity to be in that environment, that's going to produce long-term benefits. And that doesn't have to be exclusively for one set of kids or another. It can be equally applied to everybody.
Well, that seems exciting. I mean, if you have enough data to determine whether this is truly predictive, what a win-win for universities and students alike to be able to match them well. That is very exciting.
Well, that's that's part of what the conversation we have with schools is, look, I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to tell you that I've proven things that I haven't proven. What I want you to do, though, is take a second and imagine if I'm right. Right? Let's envision a world where you could actually find your people more predictively, not just in the 50 miles around your school, but in that ocean of prospects that are available to you, that there are all kinds of people that might really dig your culture and love to come to your campus and create that kind of relationship. And if we can connect you with all those folks over the course of time, that's going to create this really dynamic campus. It's going to improve diversity. It's going to help elevate all those populations that are marginalized in our system today. And what's the risk of trying, right? I mean, you know for a fact that you can't sit here and continue to do the same old crap you do from an enrollment marketing standpoint, just hoping to get any warm bodies. Right? We can do better. We have the technology. We have the intelligence. Let's apply it. Let's do that.
Well, that makes sense to me, obviously, through the university, but I don't really care about the universities, man. I want to see students being matched well. And so, but that makes it a win-win. I have no problem with the universities, getting people who are matched well for their campus and their instructional approaches, et cetera, et cetera. But what I really care about is that students to your point, are going into the universities, and they're staying and they're getting their education. I would love to, if this were to stick around, I'd love to see some long-term data, to see like, hey, how was your education, by the way? How did they feel like what they learned was applicable in the real world?